Okay, welcome back. And Barrister Tony Daniel, lawyer, public affairs analyst, is still with us. So, Tony, I had said that as soon as we come back, you address this appeal aspect that you wanted to speak on.
Very good. I think we need to do something about people filing appeal just to abandon and frustrate a judgment. They will not follow up. I've had appeal filed that I was the one filed against me, my client. I was the one that went to take the steps that the appellant is supposed to take so that we can hear the appeal. So some just negatively exploit that step of adjudication to frustrate a judgment and to delay the execution of a judgment. Okay. That is one. Two, the appeal, particularly the Lagos branch of the Court of Appeal, they have too many cases. And what I have been receiving from the appeal court via email and WhatsApp for the past 2 months is, sorry, the panel cannot sit from now till now. Wait till now. I have received that on my email and WhatsApp not less than 4 times within the past 1 month, which means throughout the month, the panel did not sit. They are so busy writing judgment. So the appeal court, there are some cases. The last one I got judgment, the matter lasted for 3 years. And the judge that delivered the judgment was already elevated to the Court of Appeal. And those affected by that judgment were languishing in jail. It was after 3 years. They probably saw how bad, with due respect, that judgment was. They quickly delivered the judgment during the court's holiday and called me. We are going to do virtual delivery of this judgment. It was in our favor. But the people have spent 3 years in jail. That could have been avoided. And we say the prison is congested.
Well,
so now we must do something.
These are the kind of things that I think Fajem Rokun wanted to call attention to, even though he veered it in a way that was annoying to, Afe Babalola, that he is among those who had corrupted the judiciary. One shouldn't be raking over old coals, but you get what I'm saying. It's
yes, but challenge. You see, is it only Afe Babalola that have corrupted the judiciary? If you want to mention names, you see, that is the aspect I don't want to go into, because with due respect, Dele was selfish there. You see, he had cases personally and directly that involve Afe Babalola. Do you know how many cases we have had with individuals? We don't want to mention names that we strongly believe corrupted the judges. The one I just talked about is a case I'm doing, so controversial, and I commend the current AIG Zone 2, former CP Lagos State. When his predecessor obviously compromised and was causing problems everywhere, the man came. The first time he refused bribe of $100,000. Then the second time I was so shocked that he conducted a very discreet investigation without being prompted, using very senior officers who pretended and went, what we used to hear those days, detective will act like a beggar to find out truth. And he took a decision and there was calmness. Okay. The person has run to Alagbo now. Now, you see, if we want to react the way we are aggrieved, we have issues. That is why we must control our emotions. Okay. Every lawyer that is in litigation, that have gone to appeal court, Supreme Court, we know that there are issues. We know that there is some compromises sometimes. We know that certain persons have acted as a lawyer in defending before Justice Candy Johnson, who has retired now, only for the complainant. I argued a case and the judge ordered the complainant to be arrested because of the false criminal information he gave to the police and the court. Okay. They petitioned me. The man wrote a petition against me to MBA, Body of Benchers. What have I done? And the first question I ask is, if you find out that I'm innocent, what will you do? All the money I have spent, the effort I've put in. So you see, there are issues everywhere.
Indeed. Indeed. At this stage, I beg your pardon. I must interrupt you. I beg your pardon. I really must interrupt you because I've been holding on to a caller for quite a bit. So sorry about that. Good morning, Mr. George.
Okay, Uncle Yari, good morning. Thank you for that consideration. You know, telcos have increased their tariffs now, so we're paying more for calls. Please, shorten the waiting time.
Yes,
Yari?
Thank you. If only my people can give me to hear too. I don't know, but please continue, Mr. George.
All right. Uncle Yari, there is a saying in the place I was born. There's an adage. They say, we are preparing drugs for the madman. Have we asked the madman whether he's going to take the drugs?
Okay.
The person in question, Dele Farotimi, I saw his posts on Twitter since this case, since the elder statesman withdrew the case. It does not sound like somebody that is apologetic. It doesn't sound like someone who is, who is showing remorse for what he has done. Nobody says he should not attack corruption. But you have to, as a lawyer, you have to attack it. Publish a book, which the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren of these people are going to read in the next 100 years. And you mentioned the names and publish what they allegedly did. Do you have evidence to prove that? For me, I would have loved that case to go through its length, not because of Dele alone, but because of others like him. If you want to tackle corruption, it is good, but do it in the right way.
Okay.
At yourself first. If you point an accusing finger, the other four fingers are pointing at you. Okay, the elder statesman did not listen to Obasanjo and the others that came to him. It's about integrity. He knows that this guy that he took to court, it belongs to a group who are just known for maligning people that they cannot prove. You see one of them, for example, on social media, calling the president a drug pusher. If the president was not the type of person he is and decides to prosecute that person, does he have evidence to prove that a man that has been elected as the president of 250 million, can he prove that? Cases like this will have helped us to address, people like that in our country.
Okay.
We need to fight corruption, but we should fight corruption in the right way.
Indeed.
Not in the way that some of us, somebody won an election. Then you, as a presidential candidate of a party, you came and said he did not win. That wasn't enough. You said it is one in Nigeria with done. That was not enough. You went and started instigating people in social media on how to actually truncate it. When you came to court, you couldn't prove that you won.
Your point is taken, Mr. George. Thank you very much. Appreciate your calling in. Also, it's just been brought to my notice by my producers that I've confused. I've called, meaning to call Farotimi, I've called Fajem Roku. So sorry about that. You know the Yoruba names. There's so many Yoruba names that start with Fa. If it starts with Fa, then it's going back to the Oracle or Rumila and where we all originated from. So it is Farotimi, not Fajem Roku, even though the root is similar. Now, something else that I wanted to ask you, Tony. Look, the respected elder statesman had said that the one he couldn't countenance at all was an attempt to malign his integrity and all his achievements. Now, the book that is the basis for all of this trouble, what's going to happen to that book? We were hearing before Are spoke that, the book has now gotten such publicity on Amazon. People have now started buying it. This is the thing with libel. It's there forever. What are the remedies available? Because I have no doubt in my mind that Are would have had a whole number of permutations, parameters by which he's ready to let go of these things. But do you think that book can still be in existence? People can buy it, and we still have the situation that we have? What are your thoughts?
Well, you know that we all have different ideas on how to sort out issues. I said I've not been consulted, but
okay. Sorry, Tony. Wait, Tony. A call has just come in, and so that I don't lose that, let Mr. Yakub add his piece, and then we'll take some time for you to respond to both our positions. Good morning, Mr. Yakub.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And then good morning. As you quickly take calls, because as Mr. George rightly said, the tariffs have been increased.
I took it from there.
Yes, thank you very much. Thanks for doing that. Yeah, for me, I don't believe that in our own tribe, they always say that Agbatiwa Loja, Uri Omotutunwo. I think you'll be able to translate that for the fear. That is what just the others, led by Oni Ofufe, just did.
Yes.
You see, if the former president of the country and the political gladiator had met Afe Babalola before, and then the old man rejected what he said, and then you see the caliber of the people that now go this time around, led by the Oba of Ife. I know that even though he wished to reject that plea, but you see the heavyweight, and then he sees them that he cannot be able to do that. And then, as your guest rightly says, I really love your guest this morning. You see, he said something earlier that when you are fighting the fight, you should be able to be modest in your fighting.
Okay.
Because, and then, you are trying to say that what our guest said this morning earlier, maybe he was trying to say that there are some people in this country that you cannot fight. No! See, he said the right thing, because in this country as today, there are some people, big people in this country, that if they do something before you can get them arrested, the president must be aware of it, as the right said. Just ordinary, you cannot compare those ones like ordinary citizens like me, that the police can just way into your house and do whatever they like to.
Okay.
Those are the people. And then let me just say this lastly.
Very, very quickly.
As Mr. George, you see, there's some certain things go on social media. As Mr. George rightly said, if this case go on, it can be a case study. Because you cannot just say because you have right to data and the phone and you can put anything at all on the social media.
I think that's the point that has been made. Thank you very much, Mr. Yakub. Okay, now, Mr. Daniel, the floor is yours.
Yes.
Please go ahead now.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead now. And we'll...
What was that again?
No, I'm saying that I had to interrupt you to take that call. But I had asked the question about the book still being in publication and being readily available for whoever has, however much it costs. How is that going to work?
Yes, I said we have different ideas on how to, when we are preferring solution to an issue. I've said before that they will work out a way to handle it. This decision of Chief Afe Babalola is magnanimous and it must be commended. I can imagine what would have happened. There was a time we had the book have sold so many copies. Where is the money coming to? Is it coming to me or anybody? Anyway, I have an idea, but I don't want to say it here. You're not to preempt anybody that can take care of this issue. Now, I'm very sure we are not bereft of ideas. There are more intelligent persons around there. There was one magazine that said they want to give me award of best lawyer in Nigeria. I said, where you have Olani Pekun, where you have Ozekume, where you have Falana, please don't put me in trouble. So I know that there are some persons who will, suggest the best way out. But privately, I will see if I can reach out to people of a very effective idea to sort out this issue. I will advise my brother, DF, that is Dele, not to be headstrong, not to allow ego to inform his reaction and decision, because I know that it will be extremely difficult for him to justify those claims.
Okay. Okay.
If you watch me, if you listen, sir, sorry, sir. If you watch, you can only get the worst. The best you can get is circumstantial, and it might not be that persuasive, circumstantial evidence. For example, the man said, we would deal with him, he did wrong. Call him here, go and arrest him. The next day he says, calm down, let's take it easy now. I mean, he's also a human being. You will suspect that something
let me bring in a caller that has come on. Okay, I hear you, sir. Ola Balogun in the UK. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you for calling in.
Hello, Uncle Yori.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Yori. Uncle Yori, what I say about this case is this, sir. Just like what the last caller said, that Agbakinwa Loja will monkey to. You see, I really appreciate what the Obas did. The politician that went in the first places, I'm sorry to say this, if I'm the man, I'm not going to agree with politicians. Let's leave politicians on their own. But that respect that this Baba gave to this Oba, I was so proud. I went in a mix of people in London here. I was so proud as a Yoruba boy. And my own lesson is this. Please, the Rivers people should learn that Agbakinwa Roger, look at Wike and the governor. They could not settle this matter within themselves. They should learn this is how Yoruba settle matters. Even in families, the head of the family will come and resolve the matter. But Dele should be very careful. That's all I will say. Thank you for your guest this morning. In fact, he did justice to what he's supposed to do. I appreciate the man. I don't know him, but I appreciate him.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ola Balogun, calling out of the UK like that. Okay, you were just saying, Tony, that look, you have ideas, but again, there is no monopoly of wisdom, and so you are looking forward to hearing from other erudite jurists and lawyers how this might be
Yes,
solved.
and I'm saying too, Uncle Yeri, that Barrister Dele should allow peace to reign and look for a way.
On that point,
do you know that...
it's good that you're advising, but we don't know which way this is going to go. We only know one side yet, which is that Are Babalola has, he's been magnanimous. That's one way of looking at it. But I remember I was reading somewhere that Omoyele Sowore was offered bail, and the man said, I don't want it, I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it on those conditions. I'd rather remain here with the authorities than, accept that bail. So the point why I said that is that, look, you never can tell. Not until we hear from Mr. Farotimi. Everybody will probably have their fingers crossed, hoping that the conversation, the discourse will proceed normally. And since we are talking about elders in the market and not wanting a crook neck, maybe we can expect that Dele Farotimi has to say something.
Uncle Yeri.
Yes, sir.
It was at your station we were able to some extent predicted certain things that come to pass. When Philip Shaibu was removed as deputy governor, in your station I said it to be set aside. When the judge gave one judgment that they were petitioning in your station, I said it will be vindicated because I read the judgment. I can tell you what will happen with some level of certainty on this issue.
Yeah.
One, if Dele refuse and remain recalcitrant, Afe Babalola will become more popular. He can fund a book to be written to counter all that. He can pay for discrete investigations to be carried out against anybody. Pay the best intelligent forensic investigators, private. So, but you see, for the man to say, despite all this, he has the affluence, he can do that. I will not have forgiven you because of the level, the caliber of person that have intervened.
Yes.
You see, the thing that can be done is for Dele to visit Afe, they discuss the solution. There are solutions to the issue. The book have sold wide. Ṣebẹ́ ìnẹ̀ ń sọ pé tá bá fi Ifá dá ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀, Ifá náà la fi ń tú ọ̀rọ̀ náà ṣe. Sorry that I'm speaking Yoruba. I'm from Edo State, but I was born and brought.
Yeah. And Ifa is known in Edo State too.
Exactly. So there is a solution. The only thing I would advise Dele is calm down. Play down ego. Be down to earth, realistic. Talk to yourself and advise yourself before listening to others.
Okay. Well, we've run out of time.
The gallery.
We've run out of time.
So on the issue of
Sowore, for example.
Oh, okay.
Declining, you know.
Yeah, Sowore, for example, he has his reason. Let me tell you something. If you are objective, you have your reason, you are not playing to the gallery, you will be guided. Is there any person that doesn't like freedom? If the terms of bail is too harsh, you can ask that the administration or the court or they will review it. If they refuse, there is a solution. Go to court. The court will order. Even you don't need to go to high court, magistrate court.
Okay.
They have the power to say, bring that man here, let's hear from him. So we don't need to play to gallery on every issue. If all of us play to gallery on every issue, you people can't accommodate us in the media.